Okay, what you'll see is raw footage for the project assignment 3 and in MediaArts103 digital cinematography. This is to be a short continuity scene and no dialogue, just some activity. It doesn't have to be a complete story, but the key thing here is that you are shooting with single camera and shooting many different shots in pieces and perhaps out of order. And the end goal is to edit this together so that it appears to be one continuous time period, one continuous activity. And the illusion is that this is happening at one time without any breaks. The reality, of course, is that you have several shots, a number of shots, in this case about a dozen or so, and each of those shots is in reality a separate event. And that illusion, again, as after we cut it together, is that all of these cut together, played together one after the other, we have the illusion that this whole activity occurred at one time. So we are practicing, you are required to practice a technique called cutting on action or matched action cut. And as the footage goes, we'll describe that, and you'll see how that really works best when we go to cut this together in Final Cut. Okay, here we go. Alright, in this demo for Project 3, I'll give you a little bit of narration here to try to remind you of the more important things. Alright, here Adam is walking mostly towards the camera, but to the right. You see he passes the camera on the right, so we have a left-right screen direction. As he enters this shot, he's coming from screen left, enters the shot, so we're maintaining this left-right screen direction. That is continuity of screen direction. When you see this edited together, it will make better sense. Okay, in this medium shot outside of the door, the previous shot where he exited the door, I had him exit the door completely and walk away, and you see as I shoot this, I have him start inside and open the door completely and walk through and walk out of frame. This is, we're going to do a matched action edit here, and I know there's a little confusion on that. Matched action means we're going to cut on the action of the door opening. So I'm going to cut from the previous wide shot in the hall from the inside as he goes up to the door and starts to open the door. We'll cut when the door is halfway open to this shot, and we'll cut into this shot when the door is halfway open. The action that's being cut on is the action of the door opening. Okay, here we have the wide shot of the Coke machine, etc. Adam comes in. Looks at his choices, gets out the money, and puts the money in, all in one wide shot. Okay, we've got this as a close-up on the Coke machine, and then we will zoom out to get the wide shot with Adam entering. Now the important thing on this really is, well, a couple of things. It acts as a establishing shot of sorts to see the vending area, and as he comes up, we are going to cut to his POV. We may cut to the other reverse angle of him as he walks into frame, and I do have him. That's right, we retook this. I have him take the money out of his pocket and make a motion towards, with the dollar bill towards the slot. Okay, that is another action. His arm motion with the dollar bill, that's going to be another action that we're going to cut and match with the close-up shot. I'll make mention of that when we get to that shot too. Okay, here's our reverse angle. I'm just going to cut that in at the time. And you notice that we have him carry through the action in the wide shot to the whole thing, looking at the at the choices and also putting the dollar in. Okay. This is, of course, just another take. Reverse angle, putting the dollar into the machine. And yet another. Now for this demo, of course, we did not add any light, but this would have been a good time to do that. Okay, here we're set up for the POV point of view shot of Adam looking at the selections on the machine. Of course, handheld, standing where Adam was standing, doing an attempt to do a smooth tilt down, looking at choices.